Alright, let's go over how to use our supplemental aid packet. You will see your multiplication charts, here your blank ones, your hundreds charts, and a lot of different things. We're going to go through that briefly. I did make a video on how to create your dots in a box and multiplication chart in an earlier video. If you have any questions, you can contact me. We use our hundreds chart for a lot of things. One thing we use it for is for addition and subtraction. I have the students write a plus sign and a minus sign over here, and then make an arrow going that way, an arrow going this way, so they know which direction to jump. So say we have 5 plus 2, we have 5, we hop 2, 1, 2. A lot of our students will say 5 plus 2, and they'll start here 0, 1, 2, because they like to count this as 1 and they haven't gone anywhere. So we sometimes will count that as just 0 to remember that we haven't added anything yet to it or taken away. If we are subtracting 5 minus 2, we would go 0, 1, 2, going backwards. We can also use it for money. Say we have 3 nickels, so we go 1, 2, 3 nickels. We have, because we know it's 5 cents each, so we go hop 2 5s, or 3 5s, 1, 2, 3. We have 2 pennies, we know those are 1, so we 1 hop, 1, 2. So we would have 17 cents. Okay? We can use it for skip counting, making your patterns. You know, you show your students the patterns there. You know, 4's all the way down, 5's all the ways down. We'll start 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, that helps with skip counting and different numbers. Try starting at one number and start counting up from there. 47, 48, 49. Skip count by tens. We also use it to create some of our multiplication charts sometimes. So we would start like 3s. We go 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then they know 3 times 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's, we can use it a lot of different ways. So I love the hundreds chart. One of the other things you'll see, and this is more relevant for 4th grade, but we'll go ahead and do it real quick, is your angles. This one is obtuse, greater or more than 90 degrees. This one is acute. It's little and cute. That's how we remember it. It is less than 90, or I like to put smaller than 90. Smaller than 90 degrees. This angle here is our right angle. It is exactly 90 degrees. And this is our straight angle, or a line segment, is 180 degrees. So we label that. This we use as our place value chart. I'm going to start with the younger grades. Circle your decimal. It's always at the end of your number, your whole number. So this is my, I'm going to turn it on its side. 1s, 10s, hundreds. Stop there for 1st grade. 2nd grade, keep going to thousands. 3rd grade, keep going to 10,000, 100,000, okay, and 4th grade, continue on, millions, 10 million, 100 millions, and billions. Also, 4th grade needs to know their 2 decimal places, the tenths. And I always put 1 over 10 or tenth like that, and hundredths. 1 over 100, 100th. Okay, so that's our big place value chart there. The next page, you'll see another smaller one. Same thing here, except for it's just smaller. Some of our students like it better. They can choose. I turn again. No, not this one. I usually on the smaller one just put letters. So ones, tens, hundreds, stop there for first grade. Thousands, second grade. 10,000, 100,000, third grade. Million, 10 million, 100 million, billion, tenth, and hundredth for fourth grade. I always have them circle their decimal place. This is good for your younger kids to know too, because if I just see 100, I should know that there's always that decimal at the end. Alright, these are our fraction circles. Label those. 1, 2 parts. 1, 2, 3 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. And so on. Okay. Halves, thirds, fourths, fifths, sixths, sevenths, eighths, ninths, tenths, 11ths, and 12ths at the top. Okay, and you can label those too if you want to. Halves, thirds. It's a lot of writing. Most of our students know that as long as we label the parts, we got it. This is just fraction blocks now instead of circles. So 1 part, 2 parts, whoop, getting ahead of myself again, 3 parts, 4 parts, 5 parts, and so on. We have our 3D shapes. If we can remember these, sometimes it helps just to be able to draw on here with our vertices. Okay, and be able to count those. I have them circle vertices. For edges, have them count as they draw on them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 edges. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vertices. Okay, or they can just put E for edges, V for vertices. If they like to write, they can label it as a cube. Cone, cylinder, rectangular prism, triangular prism. We don't use that one, exit off. We don't use that one, exit off. And the pyramid. Okay, and this one here is supposed to be our sphere. Doesn't quite look like it, but we have our shadow there. Most of the time it's going to have a straight line, a solid line, and then a dotted line. Okay. Then we have next is our gallon man. Okay. He starts with a gallon in his belly. Okay. And then there's 4 quarts in a gallon. There's 2 pints in every quart. Or 2, 4, 6, 8 pints in a gallon. And then there's 2 cups in each pint. This is just visual reminder. No, it helps me sometimes, and it helps some of the kids. So that's our supplemental aid packet. You'll also see just a blank piece of graph paper there to help with keeping your numbers straight. Put one number per box. 175 plus 231 equals, and that way you have it lined up, and it makes it easier there. Or even for ordering numbers, you can line up each number and put them in order from least to greatest, you know, starting with the largest place value. If you have any questions, again, just let me know via email or Dojo, and I'll be happy to help.